Gentlemen, I'm here in Bangkok with my good friend Luis. Back at it. Hi, Luis. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man?
And this year we've been on like almost like one, two, three, four, five international trip together, which was kind of like the goal from last year. So very pleased to have that done. We are.
That was your goal?
That was my goal. Yeah, that was like six, and I'm
Go to 6 countries?
6 countries. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm like one trip away, which is super cool. I share that with the guys. But anyway, reason I got Luis here today because I really wanted to spend a little bit of time of like talking about the wealthy pimps, and we talk obviously a lot about pimping because this is what we do. This is what we were doing last night, epic stories. But there's also something that guys needs to understand is there's a lot of grinding. There's a lot of like things we're doing for business, for our wealth, for our fucking money, because the money is
Yeah.
like really what allow us to be here, like to be like traveling and having resources. So I wanted like to have like Louis to kind of break it down. Like I would say it's last 2 years, 3 years now. I'm not so sure. Maybe you can be more precise on that. But if you could just start with describing a little bit how you got to the career you're doing, because we're gonna talk about professional career and how you make money today, and give a little bit of insight of for the guys like how you do that. So that's really
Yeah.
that's what we want to do.
Yeah, so pretty much everything started from me wanting to travel the world and talk to pretty girls. That's where everything started. And I think I made that decision when I was in university, probably like 2017, 2016. And um, so I graduated 2018 with an engineering degree. I started working as an engineer for around 3 4 months. But funny enough, the moment I graduated, I was like, from what I remember, I was like, fuck, it would be just so cool to travel and talk to pretty girls all over the world, go to like the best nightclubs in the cities that I'm going to. And I just started looking at started to read books. Specifically, I remember one, The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. That really opened my eyes to what I could do in terms of starting my own business, freelancing, and not having to depend on anyone, or not having to depend on a job where I had to be stuck in an office. And yeah, as I was going, it was pretty funny because I was going to work. Um, it was from like fucking 7 a.m. to probably 4, 6 p.m. And I was like, fuck, I hate this. Something that it's waking up early. I hate that. And on my free time when I would go back home, I would start, I was reading forums on how I could start that, like my own business and travel. And I came across web design, and I started learning how to design websites. I invested in a few courses, and I started building my portfolio with that. So I could start, I started like designing free websites, and so I could start selling them. And then I didn't really, I started getting a few wins. I think I sold around 1 to 3 websites, and I was like, it's fucking cool. My first entrepreneurial money. And then I didn't really like designing websites because I couldn't really measure results. Uh, and then I started like looking at more things, and I came across Google Ads, and I love numbers, looking at numbers, playing around with them, analyzing them. So I started learning that, and then I got like super excited about the things that I could do, because you're making businesses money, you're making people happy by the skills that you have, with the skills that you have, and or you're making people happy because you're making their business money. And then I thought that was like really cool. I fell in love with it, and yeah, I just fucking stuck to that and started. So I started investing in some other courses regarding that, and that's when I moved to Vegas in 2019, October, November. I don't know. I moved to Vegas December 2019, and I was like, I'm gonna be doing Uber, building my marketing agency with Google Ads, and fucking get another part-time job if so I could pay my rent, go out pimp, maybe buy some girls drinks, and yeah, I was like pretty excited about like this new chapter of my life. So that's pretty much what I was doing the whole time in Vegas. When I got there, I was just going out 7 nights a week, doing Uber, and then a part-time job at CBS, and then some other time at Subway, which it was a little bit like hitting my ego because I graduated as an engineer. I could be easily making high 5 figures, but I was like, fuck it. I was really excited about traveling and talking to pretty girls. So I was like, fuck it, let's chase my dreams.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm 45 now, and I probably like got like something like $20,000 in Lyft, Uber driving. So any money is good, man. That's just like
the Uber part wasn't like, it was fun, but yeah, making fucking sandwiches after graduating as an engineer, I was like, what the fuck. But I would say something that I'm still like very happy about is that even though I was working at CVS and at Subway, I was actually still trying to do my best, trying to make the best fucking sandwich, and trying to give the best customer service. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, eventually, oh yeah, and I don't know if I said that I was also working on building my marketing agency. I invested in Jeremy Haynes. No, so first I invested into Max's business mentoring, and it was really good.
RSD Max, right?
Yeah, and it was really good. But then the only thing is that Max was he was pretty much teaching how to build an online business. It wasn't like very niched down, like how to build your own marketing agency. Mm-hmm. So then I came across Jeremy Haynes, and this guy was specifically teaching you how to build a marketing agency, and his content is so good. Like,
which is also a friend of Brandon, I think, right?
Yeah, he's also friends with Brandon Carter. Jeremy's running Brandon's ads, Facebook ads. He's doing his ads. So yeah, I invested in his course, bought it with Bitcoin actually, because it was cheaper. I think it was a glitch. So if you bought it with credit card, it was like $700. But I don't think they updated the price for Bitcoin, and with Bitcoin it was 300, 400, I think.
There you go.
So I had to buy Bitcoin and then buy the program. So that was pretty cool.
Saving money.
and yeah, then I just fucking took a shit ton of action with whatever he told me to do, which was sending a lot of cold video pitches, basically recording your screen, showing businesses how you can make them more money. I started doing that. I probably got like around 3 to 5 clients paying me anywhere between $250 to $600 a month for running their ads. And then inside of this group that I invested in with Jeremy, there was a guy that posted that he wanted to hire someone for his agency to run the Google Ads department. He was looking to add Google Ads to expand his agency, add a Google Ads department. They focus on SEO, and I was like, oh shit, this looks exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I want to do. I have the freedom to travel. I'm going to be managing the Google Ads department, and I'm going to be running ads, learning a lot. And I don't have to deal with the clients, deal with the complex things about building a business, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let's see. I get to let's apply to it. I get a lot of value because I get to improve my skills, my Google Ads skills, and then in the future I was thinking of starting my own agency once I increase my skills. So yeah, I applied to it, got the job, quit my agency, and that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Because of this, now I'm traveling the world. I'm location independent. I just need a laptop and Wi-Fi. I can be anywhere I want. And
just give the guys like an insight on how many countries you hit that this year.
Well, right now we're in Bangkok. I have 19 countries with Bangkok.
It might take a while, but do you remember all of them?
Oh, so you want me? Yeah.
Yeah, just like, because I think people like, yeah, it's traveling, but like how many countries you hit up this year?
So first I went to Romania, then Sofia, Bulgaria, then Belgrade, Serbia, then Budapest, Hungary, then Prague, Czech Republic, then Krakow, Poland. I also went to Auschwitz, which is fucking really cool. I would recommend you guys checking it out. And then from Krakow, I went to, where did I go to? I went to Australia. From Australia, I went to Tokyo. And then from Tokyo, I went back to Vegas for 6 months. Then I started traveling again, went to Helsinki with Bryce and a few other pimps. Helsinki, I went to Oslo, Norway, Gothenburg, Sweden, Gothenburg, Copenhagen, Denmark, Copenhagen, Zagreb, Croatia, and the list goes on. Fucking right now we're in Thailand.
So this guy, this motherfucker right here, and I said I was not gonna cuss today, but I'm just gonna say like this motherfucker just like crossed the entire globe, like probably more than anybody that I know, like personally, like close friend. He's been in more country that I had like in my 40 years of existence, and that's the thing is really like mixing up like the lifestyle of going out and meeting international girls, because you gotta deal with a lot of different culture. But he's doing this with like his job, making money, and become expert in something that he's really passionate about. Can you tell us a little bit about like why do you like so much marketing, and maybe why do you think a guy could consider it like a career in marketing when he wants to go and talking to pretty girls? Why marketing is so important, or what does it give you like in terms of like edge when you're talking to girls, like being...
Yeah, so just before I get into that, just wanted to finish my story like quickly. So yeah, I applied for this job. I started fucking traveling, having the freedom to be anywhere I want. And then this is pretty much what I've been doing. And definitely I plan on having other businesses on the side just to increase my net worth. Some investments, looking into buying a property as well. I wrote down like by 2025, so we'll see how that goes. And regarding, what was your question again?
On the marketing, because you're doing something that is like we usually like as a self-development and talking to girls, you're not gonna go and talking about numbers, but like you can relate a lot to girls with like the psychology, the marketing. There's a lot of things that I learned in marketing that were very helpful. What do you think, like, and what do you like about marketing in general? Because that's what you're doing. You're doing a lot of like ads, and you have to understand like the psychology of it. What do you think this is helpful for you again? Do you think it's important, or?
So first of all, I think marketing or anything to do with digital marketing, I think it's really good because it's easy to learn. It has its pros and cons, like anything else. It's easy to learn. The barrier to entry is pretty easy to build a marketing agency, low cost as well, not a lot of expenses. The problem is that a lot of people are doing it, but like anything else, a lot of people are also doing game. But the thing that's going to differentiate you, it's how bad do you want the results? How bad do you want to make it work? So obviously the barrier to entry is pretty easy, and it's easy to learn the skills. But if you really want it, if you really want to be good at it, you're easily going to beat your competition. So I knew that coming in, and I was really excited about Google Ads. So I was like, I think I can definitely out beat my competition. And regarding the how it helps with your game learning marketing, it's pretty much the same. It's a lot of psychology, just applying it. Um, a lot of what you read on the marketing books, a lot of what you read on psychology books applies to both marketing, writing ad copy, and talking to people, not just girls. So it's really cool because it's a skill that you can learn. Like, let's say you're only learning marketing, you can easily transfer that to learning how to talk to girls, or the other way around. You're talking to girls, you start reading psychology books, marketing books, you can apply that to marketing. So it's cool. You don't have to. It's the theory you're learning, you can apply it to either one. So that's really cool.
Favorite book in marketing, to your opinion?
I would say first one that comes to my mind, it's Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Really great book. I really recommend it. And I would say two, that one and Influence by Robert Cialdini. Fucking awesome book.
I was just rereading Influence like I think a month ago. I was in my cab and get like a lot of good insight.
Fucking good.
Yeah, I think like the fact that you going in marketing like and Google Ads, like that definitely add to your skill set. A lot of time when we debrief, we're talking about nights or sets, you talk really like the way it should be, games should be really executed, which is not like trying to sell some shit. You're not here like to fucking impress the girl or anything like that. You're just here like to tell who you are in front of a girl, and that's it. And that's pretty much what you do when you put in your ads. Like the product is there, but you're just like telling exactly what the product is. That took me a little bit of time to understand that. Like I didn't know really what marketing, and you gave me so much like cool insight on psychology, because our brain is still reptile, and there's a lot of things that we do, and that's why marketing is so powerful. If it works all the time, so I think it's great that you do that during the day or whatever is the like, who knows. Talking about the time zone, I'm sure like guys may have a hard time to think because they probably work in a 8 to 5 job in their time zone. They don't travel as much like you. How do you manage the time? Because I think your corporate is based in Australia, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you deal more with the client or meetings with like your team. How does it work with the time zone? Did you find like any like tips for someone who wants to go and start traveling to align with the schedule and still go out and with your lifestyle?
So I was actually fortunate enough because the time zone in Australia with Vegas, it's pretty much when in Australia, when they're working in Vegas, it's like 9 to 5 in Australia, it's like 1 to 10 p.m. in Vegas. So it's fucking perfect for me because I don't like waking up late. I don't like waking up early.
Because you're going out so much.
Because I'm going out, and let's say I don't have to be working from 1 to 10. I just have to be available, because as long as I'm getting, because it's all with marketing, it's all about with direct marketing, it's all about getting results. It doesn't really matter the hours that you put in. As long as I could be working 1 hour per day, as long as I'm getting results for the clients. So yeah, I just had to be available from 1 to 10 p.m. and pretty much work as long as I'm getting results for the clients. And then I would go pimp from in Vegas. You go out fucking 7 nights a week. You can go out any night, and I would always be going out around 12:30, 12 a.m. And until 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., depending on the night and depending if I had maybe a meeting with the client in the probably early, and I wanted to get some sleep or I had to do some things in the morning, I would probably just go home a little bit earlier. And am I missing something?
No. That's great. That's great insight, because it's things that maybe guys don't think about it, but you made it work for your lifestyle, and that's, I think, in the essence, like the biggest like things that I learned. If you really want to go on the journey of becoming good in game, yeah, you can start a little bit for a year or two, like 6 months. Guys do that, but then they never really get completely good because their lifestyle, their work, their day to work is maybe not ideal. Like I remember my first year where I was going out 7 nights a week. That was just like insane. Just showing up at work at 7.
Yeah.
I was drinking a little bit because I didn't know I had to like, I didn't need to drink. That was still me like discovering like skill sets that, but it was still hard because you show up at work at 7 and you still like, you were in a nightclub like 2 hours ago. So that's definitely tough, where in your case you really like put like the lifestyle around like pimping, not the other way around. And I think that's the biggest takeaway. That
and one more thing is also that so I just talked about Vegas, but like for example, when I was in Europe, the time zone it's not the best, because in Europe 9 to 5, in Australia, in Europe it's like fucking 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. in Europe. So I would have to make some sacrifices. So you also have to, it's not gonna be like easy all the time. You also have to sacrifice some things, and so, and then in Asia it's pretty much the same time zone as Australia. But that's also the cool thing. As long as I'm getting results for the clients, I don't really have to be available unless I have a meeting with the client. He just wants to go, or they just want to go over the results. So there's so many. I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons when it comes to having a marketing agency doing anything related with digital marketing. It's just so good, especially if you want to live this lifestyle of just going out and talking to pretty girls, traveling the world. It's definitely like really good. I would say other similar ones would be anything to do with maybe software engineering. If you can work remotely, I think it would also be like good.
We're probably gonna have like a few other like mastermind where we're gonna have like different profile, because obviously not everything work. I mean, everything can work, but not everything. But we have like different profile. You definitely one who right now is like the most successful in traveling and having that flexibility. What would you say to like the guy who's like was like, let's say you're kind of like profile. I'm an engineer, you're an engineer. I think you study mechanical, I study electrical. What would you say to someone who's like was a strong technical background today and want to do what you're doing? Would you say it's like possible, like because he's doing like some tough stuff? Like what would you say the learning curve would be for him if he was like,
definitely, because
if you were helping him, like if you were like giving him like few things to get.
Definitely, and I think is what I said somewhat at the beginning. It's how bad do you want it? Because I don't think I have great communication skills, which definitely I'm working on. But even though I still don't think I have great communication skills, I was still able to land clients. I was still able to build to get a few clients to pay me $500 a month. So I just really wanted it, and I just wanted to have that freedom. I really valued having my my freedom to travel and be anywhere I want. So I think that's all that matters. And as long as you put in the work, and if you don't quit, you're eventually going to see some success. And yeah, that's all I have to say regarding that.
Very quickly, before we wrap up, what would be your goal 4 or 5 years from now, continuing in digital marketing and your area of expertise?
Yeah, so definitely because now it's my department, the Google Ads department in the company that I'm in. It's my department, so that's really cool. I'm getting paid based on how much I grow it. So I'm going to continue working on this project, trying to get better results, trying to become a better marketer, learning as much as I can in terms of building a business, because I'm in direct communication with the co-owners. So they're telling me everything about how they're building their business. So that's really cool. I'm learning a lot. I'm providing them a lot of value. They're providing me a lot of value. It's like win-win for everyone. They have like really good values as well. So yeah, definitely want to continue with them. But on the side, definitely I want to increase my net worth as well. So just building other businesses that are not in competition with my company who I'm working with. For example, I'm thinking about like starting drop shipping, and eventually building a business out of that, investing, as I said at the beginning, and yeah.
More business adventure, that's great.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to talk. I really appreciate your time, Luis. I think it was super cool to have you. And knowing like the results you're getting in terms of like, getting the lifestyle you want and making a lot of money, obviously exponentially, like with your career, and dedicate to traveling and talking to girls. I think it's very inspirational for me, at least, and I'm sure for guys who maybe hear that mastermind for the first time. So what would you say, like, for guys today who's thinking about, this might be a good direction? How can we reach out to you nowadays, wherever you
Well, yeah.
you are with the time zone? Like,
Yeah,
how can we reach out to you?
You guys are probably going to be listening to this on Discord. So yeah, just hit me up on Discord. Most of you have, I think, my Instagram as well.
Can you remind your Instagram very quick? Or
my Instagram, Luis, Luis F Rivera, RIV as in Victor, ERAA. And my phone number is
no, but we can also tell the guys to check out everything we have with Wealthy Pimps, obviously, because it starts around here, the network. We have like other like very strong individuals who have like really good gig. So wealthypimps.com. We have like a Discord channel where you can also reach out to me or Bryce if you have any question. And I really thank you a lot, Luis. And we're gonna go pimping tonight.
Thank you so much for the cool interview.
Absolutely. Bye.
Peace, guys.